Guys, this one is going to be an AE fight breakdown video. You guys been requesting it for more fight videos, so here it is. Let's get right into it. Alright, y'all, well, here is a AE fight, a pretty close one, so we'll get into that here in just a second. But of course, this video is sponsored by Aptoid. We're using my code AGNA3. You can get anywhere from 5 to 65% off all in-game purchases. This is perfect for Android users and allows you to be able to save quite a bit of money when you are purchasing in this event or any event purchasing period on the game. On top of that, there will be a full description down below, as well as a link to the Discord, where we have a lot of knowledgeable people that are there to help at any given point in time. On top of that, there is still 67% of the people that watch my videos that are not subscribed. It is a huge help to just hit that subscribe, comment, and like the video. Alright, let's get right into it. So, I'm posting this one because it was a very good fight. They had way more people than us, and it was a very good AE battle that shows how the difference in tactics works. So I started this video a little late. So when I was seeing that they were out gathering us, I started shifting certain people to be able to go to different tasks. They were not able to overpower us, but they did have more people. So right now we're at the first natural tunnel, which is the one that you want to be able to protect at all times. Already, they're not willing to hit my hill because they know basically what's going to happen. So I'm already pretty comfortable sending all 4 of my marches. Of course, like always, I'm healing as I can every time that there is the fungi or whatever you want to call it available. Checking to make sure that we got the right people in there. As you can see down in the chat box below, I had already sent 2 of the fighters off to another building. And we'll just keep going. I'm not going to talk too much through this so you can see what we're doing, but I'll comment as far as differences in the change of direction as far as what we were doing. Okay, so there, an enemy is occupying 1. We got 2 others. The one that matters, the natural tunnel 1, we've almost completed. So, of course, I'm going to send the gatherers there. Sending people over to the next focus, the next building that needs to be taken care of. And porting over, invading it, healing up, checking my other squads, checking the timers to see how they're doing. And I'm sending a weaker unit over so that there is still 1 that is occupying my hill for defense reasons if anybody tries to actually hit my hill. But you can look at the score right now. We got 24 people, they're 36. They are winning at the moment. And you'll see me scramble quite a bit in this video to direct everybody to what needs to be done. Checking timers, we're good there. checking to see who's in there. We didn't have enough people, so I'm posting that. And we're just sitting here. By now, they've kind of realized that they can't really beat me, which is where things get interesting. And we're only 8 minutes in. They realize they can't really beat our team. And like I said, things get interesting from here. As you can see, I just figured that out. So I'm telling people that we need more people gathering than we do fighting. See, we got 24 to 40. So I'm telling, so we have our team split up to have primary fighters, secondary fighters. Secondary fighters are essentially those that are not quite as strong as the main strongest players. So we got about 6 main fighters, and then we have like 11 secondary fighters. So I'm right now, just to see if it makes a difference, telling the secondary fighters to go ahead and fall back and start gathering. As you can see, it was almost an immediate difference to where now we're winning. And we're just burning out the timer. The beauty of my team is like they do trust me almost wholeheartedly to make any decision when it comes to combat and events. So even though people want to fight, they'll immediately jump to be able to do whatever's needed to be able to win the event. Checking timers. We're sitting pretty good right now. Seeing that there's going to be another building coming up. Telling next focus. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm telling to gather because we just took that one. Okay, we just took another, I believe. Telling people that during the lull between the buildings opening, go ahead and gather so we can maximize our points. Telling our fighters what's the next task. Healing up, of course, whenever I can. And now is when they start heal hitting, which is always a good sign, to be honest. But as you can see, it's 26 to 42 right now. So they have almost double our people. And I'm telling everybody that we do need more gathering, because if you look at the point climb difference, they are definitely climbing quicker, and that's a concern. Checking reports real quick. Telling the fighters that we got 2 minutes until the next building. And then telling people, of course, to keep gathering. As you can see, right now, they're winning. Which is where I shift gears and start directing individuals to stay on the field fighting, while everybody else gathers. See, I'm watching, I'm seeing hills that are actually able to be burned, those that can't be burned. I obviously already know who my strongest fighters are, and that's going to come into the decision that I'm about to do right now. Or, well, soon. And see, we got people that are not paying attention. It happens. I'm telling certain individuals that I see burning to go ahead and go gather, that are typically fighters. Checking around, just see what's going on. And we're still fighting. Next one opens up at 25. There's one already open, so going ahead and telling people to go there next. And as you can see, there's an 80K lead that they have on us right now, with more people than we have, clearly. Sending 2 marches to try to occupy these, because, I mean, you do get points from occupying, and plus it's better for gatherers. And I'm telling people we need more gathering. So now is pretty soon when I'm going to start telling people exactly who to stay on the field and who needs to be fighting. Now they got over 100k lead on us, and they're climbing fast. And right now I'm watching this and seeing what our point differential is as far as per second, so I know how to make my next move. Now they have a 200k lead on us. Well, a little less. They got like 130k. Looking at the buildings. Looking at who's in there. And right now, what's going through my head really is, how can I turn this around to where it's a positive for us, and so that we can win with, honestly, a huge difference in people. So I'm deciding, I'm watching. Right now they have a little over 100,000 lead on us. At this point, I realize that we cannot allow them to have any building whatsoever, or else it's going to be a huge downfall to us. Telling again to gather more. And now I'm splitting off and basically leaving 3 of us on the field and sending everybody to go gather. Oh, well, 4. So they got about 150k lead on us. The conjects just popped up, but the natural transport tunnels are way more important. Telling one fighter to go there, and then obviously the conjects are next, but the natural resource tunnels are way more important. Healing up, of course. So we're right around 21 minutes in, and we are losing at the moment. Telling people to go gather. checking to see who's going in it. So I'm waiting for one person to get there so I can pour it. And gonna go ahead and pour it because this is a rare fight to where the contacts are actually going to matter. March into both. Yep, another person saw it. They're out gathering us. Somebody's trying to heel hit me, which is cute. So they have almost double our number right now. So when getting attacked like that, it's best just to basically keep your finger on the heel and the fill button. I'm checking to see the other timers because, again, like I said, we cannot allow them to have any buildings. I'm sending one fighter there to be able to cut down the timer because I know I can hit the other building and clear them out. Which I'll do now. No, I won't do now. I'm waiting a little bit. I was just checking the timer. Telling one of my people to go gather. And as you can see, the point differential is quite more even. So that's what I'm looking at because that tells me that we're on essentially the right path and that we will probably win this. It's just going to take a little minute. Was seeing Ari being smacked a lot, so I told her to pull her pro so she could defend. She's sending her unit 1, so her pro will be defending, which is the right move to do when people are smacking the living hell out of you. Okay, we're almost out of time on this, so I'm checking timers, make sure we're good on various things. Telling whoever's at 3 stay, and then giving the next direction for the fighters. Going ahead and sending reinforcement to 2-3. Checking timers. This is a really good one because, I mean, it's a total shift in tactics. So as you can see, we're about 120 behind right now. And one of our members is drunk, so I'm pretty much ignoring him. And setting next gather. I'm checking where my other march is. So as you can see right now, we've dropped it underneath 100k difference, which is a good thing. Directing our people, telling them I'll defend this one solo. I need everybody over there. Because at this point, essentially, they realize they cannot beat me, so most anywhere that I'm at, they're not going to touch. Telling again who's on the field. So I basically cut one of the 4 that I had on the field to all go gather. So I kept 3 strongest to fight. And this dude's trying to hit me again. Telling people to clear chat. He's not hitting me, I'm sorry. He's hitting Ari again. So you see we're a little bit under 100K, like 70-ish K. No, I'm sorry, 40K difference. And that's where things start to turn around. And as you can see, we only got 28 minutes left to be able to pull this. They're hitting the heck out of Ari, trying to make her basically get off the field. But they're going to fuck around and find out. Checking the report. So he's on garrisoned. As you can see, we are just now pulling ahead. They did not like getting smacked, so they ran. Currently, they have 15 more people than we do. And as you can see, we've closed the gap by almost 40,000. And we're going to keep it up. One of my fathers was telling me that they're going to gather until more fill up. I was telling one of my members to please go gather. And now we are strengthening the gap to be able to win. As you can see, we have like an 80K gap now, which is good. Now we have over 100. This is what I mean by having your team on point in one director really, really helps. Okay, so the conjacks are about to come back around, but we have another tunnel. The tunnels always take precedence. So that's why I'm telling people right now that I'll handle the conjacks and have the 3 fighters that are on the field handle the tunnel. So as you can see right here, we got about 180k difference. So pretty close fight. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, well, my recording kind of broke out during the middle of that, but I was sending one fighter over to assist, essentially. And again, watching stuff, and we got about 184k difference. I'm watching my troop to make sure it's not dying while I'm waiting for somebody to get there. And my dog is barking his head off. But I'm watching to make sure that we'll be able to capture it. No issue if somebody gets in there just to back me up if we do get booted. Tell them the next gather point. And so right here, what I'm doing is, because I said that I'd handle the conjacks, I'm purposely porting fairly in between them both. And I'm going to attack both of them while the rest of my team handles what actually matters. So at this point, it's a point denial game. We need to make sure that they cannot take any building and our gatherers can keep on gathering. I'm telling my fighters to send one march to that location. And as you can see, it's still pretty close. It's about a 150k difference. Looking at the charts, I know that I'll be able to take that other conjack from here in a minute. Healing up as always. Checking to see who's coming in and marching. Telling people that I need one march in each conjack, but I'll handle the conjacks just in case I happen to lose in the conjacks, to be able to have a backup so I can resend. Putting out the next gather location. Checking timers. And right now we have about a 179k lead, so that's good. Telling one of my people to go gather. And now we got about 200k lead, so that's good. Telling the 3 there in the field to go quick. Tell them not to worry about the conjacks because it doesn't matter. Okay, they took that one over, which is fine. So we got 15 minutes left, and so like I said, we're kind of in full point denial right this second. They took over one of the conjacks, which is not an issue. So we fully occupied that one. So I'm seeing that my ants aren't full. Gonna try to refill. Not quite full, but close enough. Checking timers. Obviously, keep on healing. Now we got about 300 some K lead on them, so this is good. Correction, 200 something. Telling here that I need 2 more people to fill. Course healing, and then I'm gonna refill my pro. Checking timers. My pro is not quite filled, but I know it can pretty much handle anything needed. Telling people I need 1 person here, just in case I do get defeated. And at this point, as long as people keep on gathering and we point deny everything, we already won. So that's what I'm looking at. Even though it's a very close fight that we've had, we pretty much have already won. Oh yeah. One of my team members pointed out that we captured something. Telling one of my people that are supposed to be in the field to come help out in the conjack. So now we got a little under 300K lead. Now we got over 300K lead, with the conjack going to be adding to that score here pretty soon. And we got that one, so I'm checking the other building that we're taking. And that pretty much almost wraps up the video. Once it hits 5 minutes, and you can point deny. As long as they can't capture anything, you've already won. So then a lot of times the last 5 minutes are just fucking around and hitting whatever the hell you want. And got another person not paying attention to the fact that we're in A. Telling my people that aligned tasks are always first. But as you can see, we actually got a major jump on them towards the end. Checking timers, and basically this is the last one we are going to attack. And that is a good game. Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Egg me out.